Now I get to give comments. Thank you for the script. Okay, I thought about preparing a speech, and really, Laura just mentioned it. A person that has the opportunity or the privilege to sit up here is really just one person as a part of a team. And all the accomplishments that were read off, certainly quite a lot, but in reality, the term "we" comes to mind. Not only we as a city council, but we as a city staff and we as a community, because as a community, as a city staff, and as a city council, we all, I think, work very hard to try to do the very best we can for the city of Yuba City. But with that being said, there are some individual folks that I think it's important for me to thank. And first and foremost is my wife, Karen. And she's here in the audience tonight. So can you step up here for a second? While she's coming up, those who have served in public office or know that you get a lot of phone calls or emails or all kinds of different things at all hours of the day and night. And there's been many, many times that that things have been interrupted, or I've had to bounce things off of Karen. And I think she thought she was over with all that stuff when I left the fire department, but here I came around for round 2. So her patience, I love you, appreciate this. The next couple people that I need to thank are the folks that spent time with us as city managers. If you're on the city council, your right-hand person at the city is the city manager, and Diana spent that first portion of my mayorship guiding me along and mentoring me, and I very much appreciate that. And then Dave as well. Sorry to see you go. At the same time, congratulations on what I know is a great career opportunity for yourself. But thank both of you for being there when I had to call or had a question, or when you had to tell me even bad news, you broke it to me nicely, so I appreciate that. Shannon, our city attorney, cannot heap enough praise on this guy for his patience with a lot of questions. As a city, you endeavor to try to do the right thing for the right reasons. And he's the fog line. He's the guardrails. He's the guy that has the best interest of the council and the city at heart. And whenever I had a question, and there were some times when we went through a fairly significant issues, he was there. It didn't matter. I called him from a baseball field in Kansas City once, and he picked up the phone, and he was always there. So Shannon, I really appreciate the support. Thank you. City staff, well, I can't say enough, because all those accomplishments that the vice mayor read, those are really accomplished by city staff. Yeah, we help facilitate that stuff, but all those projects are really led, executed on by the city staff. So for me, we have a fabulous city staff. I've thought that forever, and it even becomes more apparent to me when you're sitting here and people call you, and most of the time they give you praise. Every now and then they nick you up a little bit about something, but really, to all of the E-team, if you will, and the folks that they lead, just my heartfelt thanks for a job very well done, especially during a COVID time. To the front office staff at City Hall, George and Judy and Sierra, again, Judy, very patient. I have a full-time job for another few days anyway, and poor Judy, she's trying to coordinate calendars, and she's very patient. So Judy, I see you standing back there. Thank you so much for your patience. Sierra, thank you for bringing the right pens for signature all the time, and all the help you gave too. And then George is the rock. Where is he? There he is back there. I could never get him to not just call me. I wanted him to call me Mark, but he wouldn't and do it. And he was always, "Hi, Mr. Mayor. Hi, Mr. Mayor." Maybe you can call, now it'll be councilman again, right? But thank you, all three of you, very, very much. Council. So here's my personal thanks, and then I'll be wrapping this up, to Wade Kirchner, the newest member on the team. This guy hit the ground running, just a great team member, very passionate about the city of Yuba City. One thing I can say about Wade is he listens and he pays attention, and he is a good critical thinker, and he adds a lot to our council, and I couldn't be more pleased to serve with Wade. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to at least one more year with you. Grace, she's, what can I say about Grace other than, no, I mean that with heartfelt thanks. You know, we don't always agree on things, but at the same time, Grace and I share a lot of commonality on certain things, and it's always very respectful and good conversation, and I enjoy our biology when we get a chance to get together, and I look forward to continuing to do that. I think you bring a lot to our council as well, and the diversity of our council, I think, sometimes doesn't necessarily go without. It should be noted is that we respect each other, even though we may have professional opinions that differ with each other. We do so in a respectful manner. Sean Harris, wow. Sean Harris was, he was my left hand. He's on my left side. I was on his right side for a while. He was the first two-term mayor I know in a row. And, you know, there's a lot to be learned from his style of leadership. And I did pay attention while I was not only on the council, but served as his vice mayor. And Sean, like the rest of us, I think, really passionate about the city, has some really neat ideas for the future. And I was very happy to see that he got reelected to our city council, because he really, truly is a servant leader for the city of Yuba City, and has the city's best interests always at heart. Represents us on SACOG, and SACOG is, you know, a pretty important partner of the city, and he do an excellent job, and I've enjoyed being the mayor here and you helping me out. So, okay, the vice mayor. So as Dave mentioned, you know, our journey started about 4 years ago, and you know, there's people that come into your life that you know, spend time with, and Dave and I, just by virtue of especially this last year, you know, crossed paths a lot, because it's important for there to be communication between the mayor and the vice mayor in case something happens to me. He's next up. So, you know, bouncing ideas, sharing ideas, you know, the committees that we've sat on, I think, have been really important committees. And I see actually Chairman Flores and Chairman Conant here. This master tax exchange agreement that the city and the county struck after, I don't know how many years. How many years was it? Not for us, but I mean, just out there forever. I mean, it was, yeah. So, you know, these types of things where we can build partnerships, and Dave and I, along with Supervisor Conant and Chairman Flores, were able to get that done, and that's going to be a big deal for the city. But back to the vice mayor, he's going to be a very good mayor. He's extremely passionate about the city. I think that as a person that throws all that they can into not only learning about things, but also doing things and executing things, Dave Shaw's that guy. And you know, it'll be nice to not have to be up here in this position for a little while anyway, and watch Dave do the things and have to handle the audience, as Ms. Essman said. He'll do fine, and I appreciate that. I would close by saying this, is that, you know, 2021, as we wrap this up, it's been a challenging year for the city, challenging year for the community, and I think that the ability for us to keep the doors open and provide city services as a city council and in partnership with our staff says a lot about the ability of the city of Yuba City to provide quality services and a special quality of life to its citizens. I'm very proud to have been honored with the opportunity to serve as the mayor. I'm continually honored to be on the city council. We'll see how this districting thing works out. Maybe I'll be back. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to thank everybody here tonight. And with that, I'm going to close off my comments. Thank you for listening.